Aloha everyone and welcome to Skincare with Hyram. If you don't know who I am, my name is Hyram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. It is 1 a.m. and I feel like I'm barely prying my eyelids to stay open. But you know what? We're going to work through this. We're going to power through. We're going to stay strong, Hyram. Try to. I'm tired. Coffee. I swear I'm slowly caving to the YouTuber generalization of becoming addicted to coffee. It's becoming truer by the day. It is time, my friends, for a big fat Empties video. And the reason why I say this is a big fat one is because I've never done an Empties video on my channel before. What kind of f***ing YouTuber am I? That's the question. So I personally love watching Empties videos on YouTube because you're able to really get the entire thoughts of the person who tried these products, whether they ended up really liking it after finishing the bottle, whether they didn't, etc., etc. And I just find them really informative and entertaining to watch. But there is a reason, well, there's a couple of reasons why I haven't done one on my channel yet, and it's because first, I have this freakishly good ability of making skincare products last for a long time. Like before I started getting scent product, it took me a long ass time to get through products. I've gotten a little better at going through them quickly, but the other issue is that honestly, if I don't fall in love with a product, I'm not going to use it to the end of the bottle. And the reason is because I'm in the really fortunate position of being able to get sent a bunch of skincare products to try out and to be able to tell you guys which ones I think are the best. And so because of that, I definitely do feel like a lot of pressure to try out as many products as I can. And honestly, if I don't love a product, there's no incentive for me to finish it when I have 20 other products almost exactly like it that I need to get through and figure out which one is the best. And so usually what I'll find myself doing is that I'll use a product for a few weeks to a few months. And then when I'm ready to move on to another one, I just empty out everything and recycle it. But there are a very special select few that I have used through the entire bottle, which is why today's Empties video will definitely be one of pretty much all my favorite skincare products, at least for right now, because I wouldn't have finished them if I didn't love them. So that's the benefit for you. You'll know that all these products I am obsessed with, I love. If you haven't seen me recommend them already, you're in for a ride. And I will say there are some products in here that you may be surprised to see that I haven't really talked about as much on my channel as I should. So let's get into it. As I get into this, I also want to say all the products that I'm talking about in today's video will be listed in the description box below. If you do feel like purchasing any of them, I would really appreciate you using those links because I do make a small commission that helps to support me and my channel, but no pressure whatsoever. They're just available for you guys to make it easier if you want. You absolutely don't have to use them. So we'll start it off with the tried and true product, the Purito Unscented Centella SPF 50. This one, I've probably gone through 4 bottles in total over the past 4 months, 5 months. This one is one of my favorite, if not my favorite sunscreen of all time. It's just amazing because it functions very similar to a moisturizer. It just sinks into the skin so easily. It does not feel like a sunscreen, which is great considering that sunscreen is usually like the chore step of the skincare routine. It's usually not that fun. This one is fun and the formula is incredible. I honestly recommend this to anyone I come in contact with because that's just how great it is. And when you see me going through more than 3 bottles of a single product, you better take notes because that's a good ass product. This one definitely falls in line with that. I'm currently waiting on an order with 2 of these, which will hopefully last me through the end of the year, but probably not. But if you want to hear more about the individual benefits of this product, go watch my video about the best sunscreens for your face. I go into detail about which sunscreen may be best for your skin type because although I do love this one, I would say it is better for more normal to combination skin. If you do have really oily skin, this may just be a little bit too greasy for you. I will definitely be going through many more bottles of this one. The next one, and this is kind of hard to recognize because it's these 2 glass bottles that I have reused for different purposes, but these are both the blue Tansy masks from Herbivore, the regular size and a mini one. I've talked about this mask before. I absolutely love the blue Tansy mask from Herbivore. It's kind of like my cheat product because it is formulated with fragrant essential oils, but the results are incredible. I don't have the full bottle with me, but the box looks like this. It's the blue Tansy mask. I've liked this mask for a long time. One of the reasons I love it is because whenever I use it, it deeply exfoliates my skin, but it does it in a way that does not increase redness or sensitivity like a lot of exfoliating masks. It actually soothes my skin and gets rid of the redness. And it always manages to exfoliate it just enough without it feeling like I may have over exfoliated my skin, which is always my primary worry when using any strong exfoliating mask. And I think in total, I've probably purchased this mask like 5 times. It is really that good. And although my personal skincare philosophy doesn't fall into line with Herbivore's, this is definitely a star product from them. But I did just purchase the other day the Prism mask, which honestly packaging A plus. Look at how pretty that packaging is. It's like a clear gel. It almost looks like there's nothing in the bottle. This is their new exfoliating mask, and I'm actually really excited to try this one out more. I tried it once. It was good, but it wasn't as amazing as the blue Tansy mask, so who knows. If anything, I'm hoping this one will be better because it's formulated without those essential oils. Next is one I haven't talked a lot about on my channel, but I have mentioned it in a few videos. The SkinFix Barrier Lipid Peptide Cream. This one I found myself using every single night. Now it is a more thicker, heavier cream, but the specific lipid complex that they have in this is really focused on improving the moisture barrier, strengthening and improving the functionality of the skin, which is definitely something that I want to see overnight, because overnight skincare is when you really get to focus on just repairing your skin, and the ingredients are definitely amazing in this one, obviously fragrance free. And I didn't expect to love it as much as I did, but this quickly became a staple for using it every single night, and especially on the days where my skin's moisture barrier was wrecked, my skin is red, irritated, all that not fun stuff. This one just always helped it out, and when I reached the end of it, I was like, oh, sad day. But then I repurchased it, so I'm going to be using it again. But definitely really good. I actually got to meet the founder of SkinFix. She is such a lovely and ethical person that I really respect. So I'm more than happy to continue supporting the company. Next is actually not a skincare product, but one that I have talked about on my channel before. My Function of Beauty conditioner. Now, I recently did a partnership with Function of Beauty. Function of Beauty is awesome because you get to customize your own hair care depending on what you're looking for. This specific conditioner is awesome. I talked about it in that video, and honestly, it just kept giving me the results that I wanted, which is why I continued using it basically to the end. The bottle's kind of gross now, so I'm going to recycle it, but it's basically completely finished. The reason I love this one is because it always left my hair so soft. And one thing that I've noticed as my hair was, dyed, is that it tends to get a little dehydrated. And so sometimes when I'm washing my hair or when I dry it, it tends to get kind of like tangled up together, which is not fun at all. And this one always made my hair so soft that I wouldn't have to worry about that tingling whatsoever. And it's actually funny because in the video where I partnered with them, a bunch of people were like, oh, I can't trust him. I don't know if he's actually being honest because it's a partnership. And I'm like, girl, if this doesn't tell you the reality, I don't know what will, because I love their products. Next is one I also haven't talked a lot about on my channel, and I feel like I should, it's the Indie Lee CoQ10 toner. Now, if you don't know Q10, it's one of my favorite ingredients in skincare, but it's one that I rarely find in products. And the reason why I love it is because it's an amazing antioxidant. It's really going to help to neutralize any damage that could be coming towards your skin every day. And it's just a really good ingredient to help with that protection. And I originally loved this one because it's in a lightweight toner form, and I felt like I was applying nothing on my skin. Since then, I have discovered the Inkey List Q10 serum, which is my favorite product from the Inkey List, one of my skincare obsessions, which is why I haven't repurchased this one. Maybe I will at some point, but I found a product that's actually very similar to this one by a Black-owned skincare brand. I talked about it in my video highlighting all different types of Black-owned skincare brands. You can find it in the description box below. But yeah, I'm starting to see the ingredient Q10 used in more and more skincare products, and because, I already used this one, I love the Inkey List one, and there's more to try, I think it may be a little while before I repurchase this one, although I will say it's a lovely formula. It does have a little bit of fragrance, but overall, really, really good formula. Here we have another sunscreen by Purito. It's the Comfy Water Block SPF 50. This one, ooh, is so good. Pretty much one of my favorite mineral sunscreens ever, and I went through this one so quickly, and it's been sold out online for so friggin' long. So honestly, I just need to go searching again and see if it's on stock anywhere. This one is great because it primarily uses zinc oxide, and usually zinc oxide sunscreens in the USA are like, oof, they are not cute. They're not cute to use at all. They leave a heavy white cast. They're super thick, hard to absorb by the skin. But this one is a very watery, lightweight texture that rapidly absorbs into the skin and has little to no white cast. I actually featured this in my video talking about the best sunscreens for Black people and people of color because that's how good it is at minimizing the white cast. And being that it is an SPF 50, that is extremely impressive. And honestly, this is one of the most innovative sunscreen formulas I've ever seen. In terms of these two, I have to say this one is definitely my favorite because it has zero white cast, while this one still does have a little bit. But honestly, you could go with either one of these and they're incredible. I love both of them. When I can, I'm going to be purchasing 2 more of these. Just great products. Was there another one? I can't remember. Oh yeah, then one more sunscreen as well. The Dear Klairs Soft UV Airy Essence. I've talked about this one in videos. I am obsessed with this product. This is the 3rd bottle that I went through. Yeah, I think 3rd in total. I have 2 coming in the mail. I don't know, just these sunscreens, they really like redefine the entire experience of what a sunscreen is, which is why I go through them so quickly because mama uses a lot of sunscreen. But this one is one that I love taking with me on a day out because it's so easy to reapply. I can apply 5 layers of this sunscreen and it feels like nothing because that's how lightweight it is. It absorbs so rapidly into the skin. It feels amazing, and my friends are always asking to use this one because they also love the experience as well. It's just really good. The only thing I don't like about this one is that it is formulated with a fragrant essential oil, but honestly, the quality of the formula, what it does, how it protects, and how it feels, it just makes it completely worth it to me, which is why I've gone through so many bottles, and why this one is an empty. That wasn't as dramatic as I hoped. Are there more empties? Ugh. I feel like this video is a hot mess. Oh my god, duh. Sorry, totally forgot about this one. The Great Barrier Relief by Krave Beauty. I have gone through way too many of these. I'm probably on my 6th bottle because I go through about one of these a month. The Great Barrier Relief is an incredible product, one of my favorites. I mean, obviously, if you couldn't tell, it's literally on my shelf. But this one I found myself using every single day and every single night because that's how amazing it is at restoring the moisture barrier, making sure to prevent any sensitivity and irritation that could come your way. The tomato oil helps to brighten dark spots and pigmentation. It has a bunch of different oils and ceramides, and the best thing is that it always feels so nice to apply to the skin. I don't know, this is just my favorite product from Krave Beauty, and I did not expect to love it as much as I did the first time I went through it, but I have way too many empty Great Barrier Relief bottles hanging around that I need to either recycle or reuse because the empties are getting ridiculous. But yeah, so good. If I honestly had to recommend one product out of this entire video, this one is the one to go with. And you know, I think those are all the ones that I wanted to talk about. I do have other Empties products like One from the Ordinary and Youth to the People, but I talk about those products all the time on my channel, and I thought this would be more fun to talk about products that you may not have been as aware of or not as familiar with and wanted to see which ones I have emptied. But yeah, that pretty much completes my I lost my train of thought. Empties video. I know it's not the biggest thing in the world because like I said, I just don't go through that many products completely, but these are definitely the ones that I have fallen in love with. I have no idea if you guys are going to like this. Do you guys like these kind of videos? Honestly, I have no idea if you will. I mean, I love them. I hope someone likes them out there. But let me know in the future if you guys do want to see another video like this because I'm happy to collect and really keep track of which products I'm using. Save the bottles for the videos, committing to completing an entire skincare product. Although that's a little difficult, I'm totally open to doing it if you guys are interested. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah.